The next question I get is about stretching of your hair. Now, the person that sent me the question, they talked about stretching dreads, if I stretch my dreads. And I did respond back to them, but the answer is no. I do stretch my daughter's hair. You guys have seen us do videos together. She has natural hair, even though mine is too, but you know, the kind you can run a comb through. And ever since I was a kid, my mom stretched my hair. After she washed it, she always put it in plaits, as she would call them. You guys know them as braids. She would do like 8, 4 on this side and 4 on this side. And then she would French braid like my entire head. And that's how my hair grew so long, because that's what she did. Yeah, I've never heard of it. When I wash my dreads, they become longer actually than shorter, which is the opposite with my daughter's hair. Her hair shrinks, so therefore I put the braids in it in order to stretch it, and that's the bottom line. You know, everybody do things a little bit different. My hair is like more fine and my dreads are thinner, so that could be why. You know, you can try it and see what happens. When I wash my dreads, I don't need to do anything to them. I don't need to stretch them, but I do know even Kimmy Tube, she has something on her channel. You guys need to check her out too. Kimmay Tube, Tube, on YouTube. She's great for the natural hair community, and she does a really wonderful job. So for all you guys out there that have natural hair or even dreads and you want to learn some great tips, because she breaks down the science of hair, like really. I've read lots of books on hair, and she is right on the money of it. So that on stretching. And then as far as conditioning, I got a question on how often you should condition your dreads, and I say it really depends. And then you have to be careful too with conditioner, and I did mention this to you guys before because it's so much to cover and I only have 10 minutes. But with conditioning, you want to make sure that it's not a detangling conditioner, because you can put that in your dreads and then next thing you know, especially if you're just starting out, they're never going to lock because you're using a detangler as a conditioner. And honestly, you don't even have to use a conditioner if you don't want to. I do a deep conditioner from time to time just because, you know, in the winter my hair is dry and in the summer it's a little dry too. But you don't even have to do your whole head. You could just do like whatever parts you feel needed. And as far as oiling of your scalp, people wanted to know about hair grease. I know people who put grease in their locks and they don't have not a problem, no buildup, no nothing. And you know, if you feel you need to grease your scalp, girl, grease your scalp. It's not going to hurt it. If you notice buildup, just don't do it again. You can choose from several different types if you choose to use gel. And this is also for natural hair, because with my daughter, a lot of people see what's going on with her hair. Now I have to put gel in her hair because she didn't cut her hair. This organic root stimulator, personally, I don't care for this for my hair, but for her hair is very light and it's good for her hair because it's soft. And I'll just show you guys, you can see it, but it looks like that. That's the consistency of it. I personally love Eco Styler with olive oil. This is a really good gel. I like this a lot, and I very seldom put gel on my locks. As you can see, I only use a little of this. I've had it for a while, and it looks like this. It's like a green color. Yeah, it works really good. See, I'm gonna just put a little bit on there. You can see this camera, but I love Eco Styler. My sister has used this for years. She has had natural hair all of her life, 36 years, never had a perm, anything. And she's used this gel for a really long time. It does not, for me or her, leave a buildup. It doesn't make your hair hard. It doesn't make it dry. It works. So, my choice of gel is Eco Styler with olive oil, of course. And then for my daughter, I use the organic root stimulator lock and twist gel. I don't use that Brown Pro style stuff. Don't like the way it feels, or yuck. I've never used that. I've seen people that use it and it leaves dirt in your hair. It's gross. Yeah, so okay, I want to share a little bit of history with you guys. I get questions about why do I comb hair dreads instead of locks, and where did dreads originate from. and all kinds of other questions. And I just want to read to you guys a little bit of the blog that I wrote at 108locs.blogspot.com, and it's just going to summarize to you guys some of the questions that you've been asking me. As you can see, I have dreads. My history with them is amazing, 10 years and counting. My dreads are a part of me. Where I go, they go. When the wind blows, they follow. How I feel is represented by every single strand and lock on my head. I decided to dread my hair because I always felt people with this way of life were conscious, free, open-minded, intellectual, creative, brilliant, and innovative. This is me. I walk to the beat of my own drum. I get a lot of inquiries about my hair. There is a profound history about the dreadlock. We all know it dates back to Africa, but some are confused as to how far back. In my research, I have found that evidence of dreadlocks are found in Kemet, known today as Egypt. Some associate the dreadlock to the Rastafarian religion, which includes smoking ganja and listening to reggae music, but being a true Rasta is not based on those principles. It is based on being one with God, Jah. Fighting the struggle of Babylon, eating healthy and keeping the body free from caffeine, drugs, meat, alcohol, and anything else that contaminates your temple. In Kemet, dreadlocks were only to be worn by the Kemetic spiritual master and Dogon priest for a period of 7 to 13 years. It was a very sacred hairstyle. These spiritual figures healed the body and was responsible for procreation. The belief system for hair was it has emitters and receptors which control the flow of energy. God gave Moses the 10 commandments, but the priests in Kemet had 77 commandments. King Tut had dreads, and so did all the pharaohs in Kemet. You see, this is why some people get highly offended with people who are just wearing this as a hairstyle and ignorant to the lifestyle. It is different from a weave, blonde streaks, and hair extensions. Braids are even symbolic in the African culture, and apparently we have lost sight. My hypothesis is the reason why we do all these different styles with our hair and most take so much pride is due to the spiritual connection we once lost but remains present in our heart. When I made the decision to dread my hair, I was on a spiritual journey. Pregnant with my second son, discovering who I was all over again, rebuilding my relationship, disconnecting with all negativity, and reconnecting with the love of my life, meaning me. As I sat in that chair, it was the most wonderful experience I shared in the salon, filled with abundant prayer and good conversation. Every lock on my head was created in agape love, which means the highest love of all. That's the love that I have for God. It's agape. It's eternal. It's forever. Lastly, some, not all, wonder why I continue to use the term dreads instead of locks. What does dread mean? The dictionary definition is extreme fear, fearful, be afraid of, or frightened. Well, I do not use it loosely. This is what they say, and this is how I interpret it. Yes, beware and have extreme fear of my intellect. I did go through a point in my life where I said my hair is not dreadful, but I realized that words mean different things to different cultures. I will not let the original term be translated into something so negative and dark. The term is embraced by so many due to the struggle, rebellion, and sacrifices that were made, and until I find the original word that was used in Kemet, I will continue to refer to my lifestyle as a dreadhead. Dreadlocks are symbolic and can be a controversial subject. Hope this key of information is the missing piece to the dreadlock puzzle from my heart to yours. So I hope that was informative to you guys, and if you have any questions, I wasn't talking about leave your biased opinions, but I was talking to like people who are biased to the term, to themselves. But if you have any questions, no matter what it is, don't hesitate to ask me. I didn't make this to offend anybody. Like I said before, whatever you do, you do. You do you, I'll do me. Whatever you decide to call this, that's what you do. But for me, it's just different. And for everybody, it's different. It's not the same for everybody. Everybody don't have the same reasons, the same intentions. So I'll see you guys later. I wish you peace, love, and lots and lots of blessings. Take care. Bye now. So I know my hair isn't dreadful. I know that it's clean. I know that it's beautiful, actually.